Hello, fire signs, my Aries, Leos, and Sagittarians. Thank you all so much for coming for this reading. This is different and I hope it's fun for you guys. Okay, this is all based on the energies that we're in. And so we're going to be looking at our past lives, situations in our past lives that we lived, that we're reliving right now in our lives now. Okay, and this is meant for you to understand what you're repeating. Maybe for some of you, maybe things that you need to work through so you can, move past it and upgrade and, overcome it, so that you can grow and not keep repeating this lifestyle or this situation that you lived in your past life that you're still living now. All right, so this should be fun, nothing scary, quite interesting to puzzle your mind, to look deeper and have more understanding of self. That's the whole purpose here for me. All right, so the first set, I want to be very specific with the signs, but the rest is all mingled in. Okay, but so let's look at my Aries. You guys, in your past lives, some of you were like very protective, like sort of like an army officer or someone, they call it a knighthood then or whatever, but basically you were one that was always protecting people, working for the royal family, probably, going to war, like a soldier, right? It's very, very straight to the point. And also you lived a communal living. Is a living where you never had to worry about what you were going to eat, what you were going to wear, or how you're going to fend for yourself, but you had a job in the community, but that was sort of provided for. It's like a community style kind of living. And it seems like you're repeating aspects of this energy in this lifetime as well. So only you guys know which, if this resonates for you guys, my Aries. Okay, now Leos, I don't know, 4 cards came out. I wanted to put 2 back or even 3 back, but then I was like, what, let me just take it and go with it. All right, so Leos, you guys used to, in your past life, used to work with angels. Some of you, when you passed, when you pass, you go back and work as an angel as well for others, for your loved ones, and help them heal and stuff. You're still playing this role in this life at this time, taking care of other people, making sure that they are not in pain, worrying about your family and friends and stuff like that, just humanity in general. You still carry this angelic energy vibration within you that you're still doing in this lifetime. Some of you made vows to be monks and nuns, Leos, where you were celibate, you lived in a convent, or you lived in some sort of spiritual temple or something, where you were chaste, and you still have those vibrations working for some of you now. And this could be leading to some of the issues where some of you cannot get comfortable being in a relationship, in marriage. You just don't work out. Some of you can withhold a lot of intimacy because you know how to do it. Your energy is already vibing that way. And this is part of the reason why, because in your past life you were doing that. So if you're able to, not give it up as much in this lifetime, where that's coming from. And, your ideas of, not being loose, or, what I mean, anything that has to do with this lifestyle, even the spiritual lifestyle, because a monk is a spiritual person that lives away from society. If you like to be alone now, you like to be living outskirts, don't want to be part of everything, now you know where that's coming from, because you did live like that in your past life. Some of you were in the Egyptian era, you lived at that time. And so in this lifetime, maybe you don't live there now, but you want to go to Egypt so bad. You are all about Egyptology, you buy everything, ankhs, all that stuff. Some of you do tattoos. You somehow connect with the Egyptian spirituality and principles. All right, so you have to understand that you lived in the Egyptian era before. Era is what I'm saying. Okay, now this ship's thing was like, I feel like maybe some of you worked on the ship, or you were traveling by ship a lot. So in this lifetime, if you're not doing that, then it means that you become very seasick. You don't like going on boats. You have fears. Maybe something tragic may have happened, or maybe you actually may go towards liking it, where you like going on cruises because you're familiar with the energy. So it could go, you know, either back or forth. I mean, good or bad energies for you. All right. So these are lifestyles that you're still reliving the energies in this lifetime, my Leos. Okay, my Sags. A lot of you were always traveling in your past lives. Okay, maybe you worked on a train, maybe you had a job where you had to travel a lot, and you're still living that now. In this your lifetime, you want to travel a lot. You do a lot of, you know, going here and there, all over the place kind of stuff. You're still reliving what you did in your past life. And some of you were artists, and you're still artists now. You used to be into some form of art, music, working with instruments, any form of artistic stuff, and you're still doing it now. Okay, so now that we got specific with those, now this is all, you know, whichever resonates for you guys. Looking at, you know, the spiritual aspect of yourself, you know, you're always working with other star systems, other star galactic beings. Okay, and these ones have no time attached to them. So you've been working with them in your past life, and you're doing it now, my fire signs. Okay, and these galactic beings or star beings are beings that are hybrids. Okay, so they're a mixture of different, you know, aliens, or however you want to call it, and they work with you because in your past life they try to help you to, you know, bring together all different aspects of yourself and see how you're not just one, you know, being, a persona, for you to embrace all these different, you know, aspects of yourself. They've been working with you in your past life, and they're still doing that now. You know, so this is something that you need to understand, that it's been going on for a while, and it's about you accepting all of you, and the ones that you don't even understand and don't like, you see. So they've been working with you to embrace all of you, pretty much. Okay, and then we got the reptilians also that have been working with you in your past life, and they're still working with you now. You know, it's like a parallel thing that they're doing alongside, because they, you know, they're not affected by time. And this is about you having to face your fears. You never really was able to grasp on that energy where you face the things that you are so scared of, all right, that you don't want to deal with. And so you're still living with that kind of primal fear, that fear that you refuse to face. And so they're still working with you now in this lifetime, helping you to embrace what you're afraid of within yourself, that, you know, you don't want to handle. Okay, so now you also have these other star systems that are with you now in the present, you know, because the other ones, they work parallel with you, the ones that I just told you about. But these ones, they are like really influencing your life now, and they're trying to help you to embrace your family. You know, the idea of you not isolating yourself, because, you know, this whole thing about Earth is about you embracing family lifestyle, giving birth, having children, and they were doing that with you in your past life, and they're still doing it with you now, showing you how to learn to embrace the family concept. Because believe it or not, you know, a lot of you are all about taking care of you. You don't realize that, you know, having a family is a complicated situation for you that you've always dealt with as a fire sign. Okay, and because, you know what, you've always loved to be alone as well. You know, this aspect of you was something that you were working with in the past life, and you're still dealing with it now. You know, some aspect of you like to isolate so you can think, you know, so you can understand yourself, introspect, you know, or you never really found the time to really do it, you know, when in your past lives, and you still are not able to find that time now, you know. And so this The Vegan, which is the name of the star seed, is an energy that has been helping you to learn to spend time alone so you can introspect, and they're still working with you now. Alone time is very important for you, as you move on your journey, and it's something that you're still working with, trying to grasp the understanding. Okay, now moving on, it looks like you guys always in your past lives, my fire signs, a lot of you were always healers, spiritual people, always being those people that brought love and light to people. You brought divine with you all the time. In your past life, you worked with divine, you worked with the healing light, you worked with spirituality, and you're still doing that now. A lot of you were always around flowers, or you probably had a flower shop and you still love being around flowers. It's something artistic, something that helps you to relax and to connect with your creativity, and you're still doing it now. All right. In your past lives, you guys always went for what your heart truly desired. Okay, you followed your heart's desire, and you believe that the angels will support you, and they always did, and they're still doing that now in this life, where you do what you, so long as it's in alignment with your heart, the angels are always there and supporting you along, all right, to make all your dreams and all your aspirations come to reality. They've always done it for you in past lives, and they're still doing it, my fire signs. All right, now there's some aspects of you guys that I pulled here just to keep it interesting as well. Your financial life in your past life surrounded something that has to do with publications, or being an author, or someone that spoke, like a public speaker. And some of you are being told to do that now, or you're doing that. You're reliving certain aspect of you where you are doing something that has to do with speaking in public. This could even be acting, all right, or anything that has to do with oral communication. Maybe you have a job that you talk to the people, you're the one that tell them what's going on, you're the one that's probably writing the paperwork, the booking, and all that stuff. So things that has to do with communication, writing, stuff like that, you did it in your past life and you're still doing it now. All right, and Archangel Gabriel was always working with you in that life, and is still working with you now. You also still had a very high connection to your ancestors and spirit guides, and you knew that whenever you can talk to them and call on them, they would always come, and they were always around you and ready to answer your heart desires and your questions and everything, and they're still doing that around you now, my fire signs. All right, in your past life, you always found a way to get there, your finances, to get it the way you want it. You worked hard for it, you used your talents, you did whatever you had to do, but you weren't a slacker. You always got to where you wanted to get to when it comes to your money, and always was doing well. And in this lifetime, you are still working for your money and working hard to attain it, and you are going to reach that pinnacle if you haven't reached it in so many ways. And you are a great person when it comes to taking your time to work on your projects, and climbing the social ladder and everything, and and so that's what you're reliving again. So you had good financial status, and you are still doing that now, but with with hard work, and you actually being in charge and taking your time to really get there. Okay, so that's it with your finances. Your the way you used to think back then, you always kind of like had no fear starting all over when it comes to what you want to redo, or when you're thinking about your life, you're thinking about things you want to do, you had no problem in your past life to start all over when things are not going the way you want it. You trusted in your destiny, you trusted in yourself, because a lot of times probably you got stuck and got confused and didn't know what direction to go. You always had some sort of conflict going on, but you always relied on your on your destiny and for karma to come and change things. But without you taking things into your hands, you had no problem doing that. And right now in your life, you still kind of do that. Whenever you get into a space of indecision and can't make up your mind and find peace within your mind. You always have no problem starting all over to see things in a whole different light. You have no problem going on new adventures and relying on destiny to help you to move along as well. So this is kind of like how you move on in life and how you think about things in your past life, and you're still doing that now. Okay, it's like you have no fear. It's okay when you're stuck. You're gonna start all over, and you trust in yourself. You have you have that belief within yourself. Okay, all right. When we look at your love life, my fire signs, a lot of you, in your past life, you had trust issues that you had to confront in your relationships, and you still kind of had to learn how to have faith in the relationships that you guys had in your past lives. And in this life, you're also going through something similar that is connected to trust. Okay, trusting your loved ones, your married partner, whatever it is. All right. Maybe you didn't spend enough time with you and your partner in your past life, or perhaps you probably did. Okay, and those of you who didn't spend enough time alone, even getting a chance to go on a honeymoon, a proper honeymoon and stuff like that, you still kind of face that situation in your relationships now, where maybe your honeymoon wasn't what you didn't get a chance to do that the way you wanted it, or you always crave on going away, enjoying just you and them, without the whole world and everything else that distracts you. It's because it's something that stems from a past life that you have to kind of finish it through so you can let it go. Maybe you had issues having deep conversations and opening up and being honest with your partner in your past life. You still kind of have that here, where it's very difficult for you to open up your heart and say honestly how you truly feel, and be very open and communicative when it comes to your love life. You still relive it now, so there's a need for you to really start opening up and speaking heart to heart, like having decent communication skills, but deeper ones that come from your heart with your partners at this time. And if you don't take care of this time, you're going to continuously be stuck in this energy because you're repeating it, and having control issues in your past life is still repeating itself now. You wanted to control every aspect of the relationship in your past life, and you're still sort of doing that now. You want things to go your way so bad. You have a hard time allowing situations in your love life to unfold the way it's going to. It's meant to move. So you're still reliving that aspect, some aspect of this now. So this needs to be taken care of so that you don't relive it, so that's something for you to understand here. Let's have a little fun before we look at what the angels have for you guys, and we're gonna just dip in for some fortune information. This is my little thing that I got here for fortune telling. We're in Scorpio season. Hello. And so we can have some fun and just see what fortune has for us, or what message the universe has for us. All right, hopefully it's connected to some great fortune here. All right, so for my fire signs, I'm going to pull one for you guys, and I got it. Okay, and it's right there. Your secret message here, what is going to help you with good fortune is if you stay consistent. So it's about you being consistent in whatever it is that you're doing. Alright, so that's it for you, my fire signs. The overall message that the angels have for you is that you've always been a leader in your past life. It's time for you to continue being that leader. Continue working in that footsteps where you stand up and do what you have to do, because you have a lot of power. And the role that you're supposed to play in this lifetime, just like you've always played in the other lifetimes, was you always was a leader. So continue doing that. They're also saying you've always had the gift of claircognizance. Okay, so you had the ability in your past life to pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that came to you, and you knew that they were your answered prayers, and you still have that gift now. So all you have to do is listen to your intuition and know that whatever you ask your soul and the spirit guides to give you answers to, whatever comes, the ideas that come to your mind and into your gut feeling and all that, is the answers. So keep moving in this path, because it is your gift anyway. All right, so that's all that I have for you, my fire signs. Thank you all so much. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I will definitely see you all soon. Bye.